Ciao, Sarah. This is going to be a morning routine and a 2-week MCAT update. So I start off by making my bed because honestly it makes me feel more productive since my room just looks neater and I feel like I've already gotten something done within the first minute of waking up. I then continue on to choose, quotation marks, my outfit, although because every day feels like I'm wearing the exact same thing. I feel like a cartoon character, to be honest. Here's a video of me trying to get the toothbrush within frame. Almost no, yeah, and failed. I then continue on to clean my room up just a bit and some yoga. So it turns out that I have terrible posture, honestly worse than the Leaning Tower of Pisa. I somehow managed to injure my back simply by studying. Who knew? I then continue on to have some breakfast. And some coffee. Well, actually, coffee isn't for me, it's for my family. I don't drink coffee because of something I'm going to tell you guys in a few minutes. So I start off by writing in my agenda. I realized that I had some Italian homework that I still hadn't finished, so that's what I decided to do. So while I'm doing that, I'm going to talk about the MCAT studying so far. I've been keeping a pretty detailed Excel sheet where I've been logging my daily hours, what chapters I've done, the scores I've gotten on each test or question set I've had or tried. Yeah, mildly neurotic, I know. I will do a tour soon of my talented, brilliant, incredible, amazing, showstopper, spectacular, never the same, totally unique, completely not ever been done before, unafraid to reference, or not reference, put into a blender, shit on it, vomit on it, eat it, give birth to it, Excel sheet. So here are some things that happened while I was studying, and some things that led to big changes in my study schedule. So on the first day after my last video, I stayed up kind of late because I was trying to keep up with that insane schedule and finish a chapter. The next morning, I was so excited to continue studying that I woke up super early, and of course I was tired. So naturally, as a non-coffee drinker, my first thought was to drink some coffee, or 3. Long story short, I could have auditioned for the Squirrel from Hoodwinked. I stayed up super late because I physically could not fall asleep, and that is when I decided that coffee maybe just wasn't for me. My note for that day was sleep more, less coffee. So after a few days of following my schedule strictly, I began making changes. Firstly, I realized that cars couldn't be a once-a-week thing, and it had to be a daily thing. I began doing at least a passage or 2 a day. A few days later, I realized that reading 6 chapters a day, which I had initially set out to do, was impossible if I actually wanted to retain anything. That is when I switched to only doing the Kaplan books. Exactly a week ago, I took my first full-length exam. It went okay, although I'm hoping to do a lot better on the next one I do, which is tomorrow. On Sunday, the day after the full length, I decided to go through the whole exam. It took the entire day. Tedious, but I realized that the main thing I was making mistakes on was content-based questions. This was a great sign because it meant that I could significantly improve my scores simply by reviewing the content. After that, I switched to the exam cracker textbooks, and I started going through as much as I possibly could. I ended up going through 3.5 textbooks in 4 days. Felt pretty productive. Another thing which happened was that I had to remake all my chem reaction flashcards, which you will see me doing. When I was doing Orgo, I made this wonderful, beautiful, full set. But then, a month or 2 ago, I did a deep clean of my room and decided to throw the cards away. Big regret. Anyways, here you can see me remaking them. So that's the end of the video. Good luck studying. Less than 3. Ciao.